Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Friday, end of the work week. Hope you all had a good week. Heading into the weekend, we've got good trading, crypto, Dogecoin. We're going to cover all of that. Check in on GameStop and AMC, what's happening there, and some other little bits of news here and there as well. Hope you all are doing well. The topic is Dogecoin dead? Or is Dogecoin alive? We're going to be talking about that, of course, and how this trading is going to go into the weekend. A lot to cover from this week. Hope you all enjoyed my videos during the week. Despite some dips that we had after that initial burst of meme mania at the beginning of the week, I remained positive because the charts were looking good to me, and you saw it all week as I was charting things and saying, this is going up, it's going up. And here we have it. Yep. Following my white line, continuing just like it was planned to be. Sometimes it works out that way, right? So let me drop down here in the corner, get our charts nice and big here. And here we have Dogecoin just touching 15.5 cents here. And of course, we zoom out onto the 4-hour and we zoom out and we see again, the continuation of this reverse head and shoulder pattern still playing out. Despite the little dip that we had here yesterday, it's coming back up and still following the white line up. So that trading is looking very good. And we'll check in on Bitcoin in just a little bit. But again, we just want to highlight the Doge trading here. You know, the dip we had right down here at about 13.6 cents. And again, that is higher than the previous dip that was down here at 12 cents. So again, higher lows, that's what we want to see. And we had a higher low yesterday at 14.4, right on that blue line, just hit it. And then 14.8 that we had yesterday afternoon before moving up again. These are higher lows, which is good for a slow, consistent rise in the price, which is the best way to keep Doge from having big dips, because we've seen whenever Doge has this rocket straight up, it then gets shorted all to hell and comes crashing back down. So this is a much better way, I think, for Dogecoin to achieve good trading, good price action coming up, is the slow and steady gains, as opposed to that big God candle, that big green candle that we see every now and then. Now, if Doge wanted to do that and then just keep going up, that would be fine with me too, but that's just not how Doge trades. So, yeah. So that's what we have as a start in for the stream today. If you're watching this on the video, you didn't catch the live stream, you got to be subscribed. You got to have your notifications on. And I look every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons, usually 5 o'clock. Again, sometimes I can get off work early and get started at 4:30, sometimes even 4 o'clock. And if we have crazy price action, I'll just stop what I'm doing and get on the stream as well, no matter what day it is, because these are exciting times here. We are still in what I think is the early bull market, and we got a long ways to go. So strap on. We're just getting going here. This is bull market. We don't know where Doge is going from here. If you're buying on the dips and you're still accumulating, Doge is going up even higher. If you think Dogecoin is dead, then I don't know what you're doing here. I don't know what you're doing here. So start a poll. Is what? Hold on, wait a second. Let's see. Is Dogecoin dead or alive? Dead. Alive. So we'll start that. Fun little poll. We'll have some fun with that. So see what's going on in the chat here as we got our poll started. The Doge night rises. Hey, Samuels, how are you? Mars is here. Jaden, I'm doing great. Cheers. Having a drink. Good stuff. Fun. Northwoods, how are you? Joe with the cool Doge. Joel's here. Hi. Harris, how are you? At what price points will you begin selling, and at what percentage of total portfolio? Great question. Raul Paul just had a video yesterday that he put out about selling. When are you going to sell? We're going to talk a whole lot more about this in the fall, because I'm a believer that we got a ways to go. We got a choppy summer ahead. Good price action right now, but choppy is going to happen until we really take off, which I still think is going to be the fall. And so I'm not planning on beginning to take any profits until then. I've got two strategies, one for Doge and one for just about everything else. And so it's going to be layering. I'm not going to sell everything at one time, and I'm never going to sell all of my Dogecoin, but I'm going to sell a good chunk of it. And it's going to be like 10%, 15%, like each sale, something like that. And if I miss out on, because I sold some too early, so be it. But if I can get at least, a 5x at a minimum, because my average is like 6.5 cents overall for all of my Doge. Because again, I've been still buying at some at 17 cents, some at 13 cents, which raised my average up. But that's okay, because I think Doge is going to go higher. That is a lot more profit anyway, because if you have it just sitting in your bank and you're not investing it, it's losing money because of inflation. So I put it all in there, and we see the price will go up, profits will go up. And just because I'm, buy at 17 cents, I'm not going to make 5x on that. Maybe, we'll see. But it'll be a lot better than having the cash sitting there. So again, we'll talk a lot more about sell strategies a few months from now. Too early now. But yeah, in the back of my mind, I've got a plan of getting out of the rest of my crypto except Bitcoin and Doge. I'll keep those, but I will be taking profits on some of my Doge. And just about everything else, I'm going to be selling in 2025. Selling in 2025. Everything else. I'm not wading through another bull market with all of my crypto. So, but I will keep some Bitcoin and some Dogecoin just in case there's a super cycle and we don't see a big bear market. I still got something in the game, but I'm planning on buying real estate. So I have a plan for that money to buy real estate. So that's my overall plan. If Dogecoin is dead, then all this green must be magic money. Yeah, it is. The green candles are fake. It's all fake. Dennis, how are you? Doge won't surge until we break through strong resistance at 17 cents. Wow, you read my mind. Again, where is the completion of the reverse head and shoulders? It's that yellow line right there, which is 17 cents. Exactly. Exactly. And then we get up into this purple area up here. So that's above 21 cents. So that's our target right now, is to get back into that purple area, 21 cents, and start doing some choppy trading up there. That is where I think we will be. But we got to get through the present right now because we're in the 15s. So, hey, Fondue, I'm an architect. I am an architect. Architects don't make a ton of money. It's a good job. It's rewarding. Have interesting every day. There's something new. It's not the same boring job where you do the same thing over and over again. That's what I liked about it. But if I got into that because I thought I was going to make a lot of money, no, I would not have chosen architecture. But when I was young, I had all these dreams about making the world better and all that stuff. Didn't realize, though, that I wouldn't have a lot of money doing that. And it really takes money. And so that's when I got into mutual funds, stock trading, side businesses, and eventually cryptocurrency. So that's how all of that got to where I am now. And now I'm making money, but it's not because of my job. It's all of that other stuff that is now making me money. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. Oh, is David on too? I like David. Murdoch is present. Ahmad is asking, can I enter now? Well, Ahmad, that's your decision to make. I believe in buying on dips, and we may see more dips ahead, and that's when I do it. But I'm a trader, so I look for dips and I buy on those dips. I'm typically not buying when the price is going up. Does that mean I may miss out because it'll keep going up further, and then when it dips, it won't be as low as it is now? Maybe, but that's how I trade. And right now, I'm really not trading. I'm just buying and accumulating. I haven't sold anything for a long time in the crypto side. I've been trading on the stock side. I was trading AMC because I had AMC and price went up, and did some trading, and I'm now out of AMC. But we can talk about that later as well. Doge is definitely not dead, right? Somebody thinks it is. Somebody voted in the poll dead because it's not 100%. Interesting. Doge at Tommy, 100%. Hassan, how are you? We have not heard from Alex. He has not come back and visited us. Yes, Doge, don't you dare get caught without it. I like that. I like that. And I've been talking patience, I've been talking patience for months and months and months. It's like being patient. That's the way you make money here without having too much exposure to risk. And there's a lot of people who are chasing these tokens, and I've got a very interesting article on that to show in just a little bit. It's just like the degens out there, the degens who just Can't get enough. But that's the way it is. Alma Brook, golly. Why did Elon Musk stop tweeting about Dogecoin? I think he has been just giving us little hints. There is a lawsuit that's currently out there, still back from that 2021, what people in the lawsuit are calling pump and dump, and they're blaming it all on Elon. So I think Elon's got to be a little careful right now. I don't know what the status is of that lawsuit right now. Elon's attorneys were trying to get it thrown out. I guess it's still alive. So I don't know. I think he's just being careful. That is all. So you've got 177,000 Doge you bought under 1 cent. Nice. You are up a good percentage on that. I'm still a believer in the 4-year cycles, and I'm not selling now because I think Doge is going to go higher, just like Bitcoin's going to go higher. And again, we'll be showing some prices in just a minute when we get to the news and the charts. How much Doge are we aiming to hold? That depends on you. The hit here, everybody's financial situation is different. So depending on your financial position, how much you're willing to risk into crypto and how much of that is Doge is up to you. It'll be different for everybody. Yes, and Doge is in a very similar position to Bitcoin right now, is waiting for a push up to break resistance. Bitcoin's doing the same thing right now. Yep. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Yeely, I'm doing well. Flipper, old guy still here. This old guy's still here, that's for sure. I'm not going anywhere. We're having fun. Having fun. Dennis, learning a lot. That is all good. It's all good. Can I share some of the mistakes that I made during the last bull run? Yes. Holding all of my crypto all the way through the bull run and into the full bear and not taking profits, not taking any profits. That's the biggest mistake, was that. I also bought some during FOMO, not the Doge, but when I bought into Harmony One, VeChain, Loop Ring, and I think there was one other that I've had to buy so much more in the bear market to bring my average all the way down for those other cryptos. That took a little while. So now I'm not buying any other cryptocurrencies other than bits of Doge in the dips now. That's what I'm doing because I've got full bags. I've got 99%. I'm 99% crypto and some stocks, and I've got a little bit of USDC still on Coinbase waiting for another dip. But it's like 1% of like my whole portfolio. So that's where I am. Yeah, you had Sheeb and didn't sell at the top. Yep. So you're like totally memes here. Doge, Sheeb, Bonk, Pepe, Floki. Yeah. Mars, I have AMC profits waiting to go into Doge if it dips. Yep. I already took my, some of my AMC. I already rolled into Coinbase and MicroStrategy because that's all on stock platform. And then I'm waiting for the rest of it to clear on Webull. And it looks like I'll be waiting till Monday and see what happens. But that's all again, it's a small percentage of my overall portfolio that I have. And it's just fun to play with some stocks with that a little bit. So we'll see. Pat thinks dead Doge. All right. Do you believe Doge can touch $1? It can, Pavlos. We will see, though. We got to see what the integration is for Doge. Is it going to be on X, as part of X payments? Are we going to see it for being able to buy Tesla cars, things like that? It's going to be real utility now for Doge to get up to that price level. It's not going to be just hype, because we've seen Doge just not really responding as well to hype this cycle as it did last cycle. Yeah. If you think it's dead, then just sell your Doge. But the price is still going up. That's what I'm looking at. Caffeine nights. I do feel FOMO on these meme coins. That's what they want, not risking your money. And it happens. It happens fast. CAC bought again today. Prices are way too good for what's coming. Converted 90% of your portfolio to Doge. So there's someone who's heavy into Doge. Mine is not 90%. I've got too much other in I bought some blockchain, got a few other memes, some other stuff, but I'm not 90%. Tesla will be dead too. Check the news. Well, we know who voted who voted dead in the poll, Pat. But hey, that's your opinion. That's okay. That's your opinion. I'm still heavy Tesla on the stock side. Did not sell when it went up to like 240. Then it dropped down to 170. I didn't sell any of it. So let's get into what is going on in the crypto markets and Dogecoin. Crypto bubbles. What do you see? It's a whole heck of a lot of green. It is a green day today. And then here's Doge 3.5 up, Pepe's up 1, Jasmy 2, Sheeb 1, Bonk 2, and With is just this little guy. And there's Floki over there up 1.9. So not as big as some of these others like Link and Celestia, Algorand, Injective, Sui. We've got Optimism, AVAX. So a lot more running of other blockchains and layer 2s today is what we have. So again, that's why I like to have a diversified portfolio, because I got a bunch of those too. I've got Optimism and AVAX and Sui and Injective and Celestia. So when those go up, I feel good. I feel good. Now, they're still coming off of a big decline from March. So there's still a lot of recovery to happen, just with Doge too, because Doge was up to 22 cents in March. And now we're at 15.5, and we still got a ways to go to get back up to that level, just like most other cryptos. And just like Bitcoin too. Bitcoin is, 66K, just touched 67, but it was in the 70s in March. So nothing's hitting all-time highs except for Pepe, which just hit an all-time high, and a few other memes and other tokens. But overall, what do we have? BlackRock Fidelity lead a 257 million Bitcoin ETF surge. So what's happening now is on the Bitcoin side, Grayscale, the selling users on Grayscale in that ETF that had futures before that got converted over to spot, that selling is slowing down. And now we see even other users buying the Grayscale spot ETF, even though it has high fees. So we're not seeing that. We're not seeing the selling. So that means that people are buying. And I think on the ETF side, we're just going to see this continual increase now in the total number of Bitcoin that are in these ETFs. That seems to be what the trend is. We had that dip down to 58K, now back up to 66. And with that uptrend, you're going to get more people buying in, those that want to buy spot Bitcoin ETFs. And we also have a lot more institutions now buying those ETFs. So the demand for Bitcoin exposure among US investors continues to rise. Total net inflow is up. And even Grayscale's Bitcoin Investment Trust saw an inflow of $4 million. So the bullish sentiment comes despite warnings from a JP Morgan analyst who in a recent report stated that Bitcoin's upside potential is limited. It's like, what? They cited the slowdown inflows in spot Bitcoin ETFs, waning interest in Hong Kong-based spot Bitcoin and Ether ETFs. And I'm like, that's like slow and steady gains is what that is. That's just slow and steady, up, up, up. I think that's all good. So the analyst warnings seem to be falling on deaf ears among not only us retail crypto, crazies, but major institutional players as well. So we've got more institutions buying Bitcoin through the spot ETFs. And it's just growing and growing and growing. So what does Bitcoin look like? Well, here's Captain Favic's chart. BTC, so far so good. Bitcoin still moving within a bullish flag pattern. This is a big bullish flag pattern, again, from the March highs of like 72K. And this is a classic bull flag pattern, which would lead then Bitcoin to go up to about 86K in the next leg up, would be 86K is what he's targeting. Once the breakout is confirmed, we can expect new all-time highs. That's the breakout from the bull flag, new all-time highs, and then we'll move up to the next resistance level. So that is where Bitcoin is headed. Bitcoin is booming. It now has hit its highest price since the Bitcoin halving. Again, what did I say back in February, guys? And this was when Dogecoin was at 8 cents, right? I was saying, look, we're going to have a run up to the halving, and then post halving, we're going to see a lull in the market. And that is the time to buy. And we just had it. We just had it. And now it's all recovering. Early May, like I said, we're now moving back up. So it was pretty clear that this is what we were going to be seeing. I mean, I still didn't sell everything in March, right before the halving, because again, I'm looking at it from the point of view of I'm targeting selling most of my cryptocurrency in 2025, and I want to have it all owned for at least a year before I sell. So it's a long-term capital gains tax, not a short-term. Because there's like a 12 to 15% difference in how much the US government takes, right, in that tax. And so I just held. And then, with the early May dips, I've just been buying more on the dips. So that's what I'm doing, continue to accumulate. So that's what's happening with Bitcoin. And then on the stock side, again, what's going on with GameStop? Roaring Kitty is the villain because of this craziness with all of the video memes that Roaring Kitty has been posting on X Twitter. GameStop goes on a big price run, as does AMC. And on Monday, we were talking about AMC, particularly in that we didn't trust Adam Aron, the CEO, because most likely he was going to do something, and he did. The next day, they did a new offering of shares, 63 million. It was just like, knew it was coming. And then the price tanked. So Tuesday morning, I did some swing trading of my AMC stock, and then I got out of it. and it has tanked since then. GameStop was tanking with it, but that was more just because it was getting heavily shorted again. And there were a lot of questions about what's this Roaring Kitty account really? Is it really Keith Gill? Is it someone else who maybe bought the account and is doing these posts in order to get engagement and to start making money on X platform? We don't know. We still don't know. I think a lot of the memes we saw today were more of him trying to lay low, keep his identity hidden, etc. That's kind of the message that he's got. But now GameStop has an offering. GameStop has filed to increase its total shares by 15%. It's like minting new tokens in crypto. They can do that on the stock side too. And apparently both GameStop and AMC had already put the paperwork in for something like this a couple months ago, just waiting for the opportunity. And this was the opportunity. So pre-market this morning, GameStop just plunged like 30%. And it started recovering a bit in the afternoon. GameStop actually started trading back up from a low below $20 back up to 22, but still ended up down 20% for the day. So yeah, that was this big drop happened in pre-market right here because actually GameStop was trading up higher around $30 in pre-market and then just dumped when that news came out. So for anyone who's still in the stocks, if you bought up high, like if you bought GameStop in the 40s and now you're in the 20s, I don't know if you're going to be seeing 40s again. I don't see that happening, especially with all of these new shares now coming in. So that's not great. So that's what GameStop looks like. And here's AMC down 5% today. It's up about 2% in after hours trading, but still overall, it's, since coming up here to $11, it's just been pump and dump. Classic pump and dump scene here. Again, high volume of trading today, but not as much as we had on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So the volume is ticking down a bit. So again, when they did their offering, it just took the wind out of the sails. So I don't think there's enough retail interest to keep these stocks going higher. So, but that's what we have. And then here's GameStop's. Not a great looking chart, but who knows what can happen going forward? Who knows? So that's what's happened on the stock side. And then we've got all these, Roaring Kitty is still doing some memes and then posting a lot of these videos. And last night I strung together a bunch of videos. And if you wanted to catch up with them, you can go to my account at Kriss on X Twitter. And I did mashups of these video clips and you can look at them. I've got most of all of the little clips that Roaring Kitty has posted. I've strung together into about 6 or 7 minute mashup videos here. So you can watch those on my account if you want. Again, I am at Kriss on X Twitter if you want to check those out. So I had fun stringing them together. What's happening with Doge right now? Nice. Doge. Green candles moving up. That is very good. Overall, just finishing up with Roaring Kitty. It's like, again, it's all just memes. Is that going to make a difference? I don't know. It certainly helped cryptocurrency on Monday because we had all the memes up on Monday. Pepe, Doge, Sheeb, WIF, they were all up. And so overall, that's good. It's helping, at least the cryptos. Stocks are tumbling way back down, but the cryptos are staying up. Pepe has retreated a little bit from its new all-time high, and that's expected. It hit an all-time high. There'll be some profit taking. That always happens. If you haven't voted in the poll yet, hit the poll. Looks like Alive is at 92%. So there were a couple votes for dead. Is Dogecoin dead? So what about Dogecoin, dead or alive? Well, Dogecoin breaks resistance level, bolsters crypto market expectations of uptrend. Yes, we are in an uptrend. And from Monday, we've seen, again, a continuation of this reverse head and shoulders pattern that's playing out with this uptrend. And then we've got Kevin Capital here, and Kevin was showing the same thing, right? Here's this reverse head and shoulders on his chart. And he says, look, here's an update on the Doge chart. We're now on the path we spoke about after officially breaking 15.3. If we break 16.5 on a daily close, we should have a higher probability of fulfilling the inverse head and shoulders and bringing us back up to 22 cents. So he is essentially showing the same thing I am. Here's my daily chart. Again, we looked at this reverse head and shoulders, and we need to see, he's saying 16.5, and I've got it at 17. And then I have the next leg up to 21 here, and he's calling 22. So a little bit different, but still the same kind of pattern we see playing out there. But yes, this is a nice, on the 15-minute, we do have a nice green candle moving up. Very nice. So Dogecoin isn't dead. Dogecoin isn't dead. And obviously, right, Dogecoin's trading up, looking good. And who says Dogecoin isn't dead? Oh, it's our good friend Crypto Kaleo. Crypto Kaleo says Dogecoin isn't dead. So here's his story this week. GameStop and AMC showed us that retail has shifted back to being risk on. Throughout the past year in crypto, we've witnessed how risk native participants have been as the meme coin market has exploded across the board. Doge always has been and always will be the king of memes. All of retail still familiar with it. All of crypto Twitter was raised on it. It was the initial meme that made it possible for us to believe that a dog in a community was enough to start a movement. As soon as it starts to catch a bit of a bid, it will move vertical once again. Crypto Twitter is overwhelmed with options on the fringes. Retail is itching for a bit of the same dopamine rush they just had from GameStop and AMC, even though that was really just one day, it looks like, or a day and a half. And then that all came tumbling down. So what could happen next? It's only a matter of time before it happens. And Crypto Kaleo says, I refuse to be sidelined when it does. This is about Dogecoin. So we could be seeing that conversion of meme stocks into meme coins, namely Doge, namely Dogecoin. Dogecoin is not dead. It's alive. It's alive. And we see that trading up, higher lows. Dogecoin is doing just fine. So, let me catch up on what's going on in the chat here. Dogecoin is going to boom up higher and higher. I think it has a great future. Be patient. K Bacon has Sheeb, Doge, and Bitcoin. That's not bad. Jason and his million Doge. And continuing to accumulate, Jason. Continuing. What's my overall percentage of Doge? I don't know. don't know off the top of my head. On the Kriss DCA portfolio, we are half Doge. Let me update this, see where we are. We're at $25,200 on the Kriss portfolio. Doge is 46.4% of the overall. That's not too far off from what I am in my own personal portfolio. It's probably a little lower than that because I was buying a lot of other stuff when I probably should have just been putting more in Doge. But in my own portfolio, I also have Render and Jasmy and Sheeb and ETH and Algo, and they're all up big percentage-wise. So except the Algo, that's not up great. But in this portfolio, Algorand is actually up 83%, which isn't bad, but it's not like Render up almost 600%, and Jasmy is up 450%. If you guys have been watching Jasmy, it's been going on its own run this week, and it's up over 2 cents. Despite the problems that the Japanese economy and bank systems are having, Jasmy is still trading very well. I think there's a lot of enthusiasm behind it, and we'll see how it goes in the rest of the bull market with Jasmy. But that's why I say to be diversified, because you may actually have better performing cryptocurrencies other than Dogecoin. Yes, other than Dogecoin. And I know Bull Run will say, yes, my Pepe has done way better than Dogecoin. So yes, that can happen. That's why you have a diversified portfolio. So you can be in the runners as well. Doge will have its day and it'll go on a run at some point in time. I really think so, but hasn't yet. Not really. I mean, 150% gain is very good. This was our 6-cent Dogecoin that we have here in this portfolio. And that's really good. But we want better. We want more. So overall, again, in this portfolio, I put in $10,000. There's now over $25,000. So overall, it's up 150%. Hey, look, if you've got a big portfolio of stocks, typically you would expect 10% a year. We haven't even had this portfolio a year. And it's up 150%. And we're not happy with it. That's how crazy crypto is. We're not happy with 150%. We want more. We want more. So yeah, this is good. This is good. And for those, if anyone's wondering what this portfolio is about, there's 75,000 Dogecoin here that I'm going to be giving away to the members of my channel. And if you want to know more about that, you can put a question in the chat or ask me in the comments. I'll be glad to give you more information about this portfolio and the Dogecoin giveaway and what all of that is about as Dogecoin continues to trade up on a Friday afternoon. It is doing awesome. Awesome, awesome. Retired crypto hunters in the house. I believe BlackRock has the SEC in their pocket. They're using the SEC to create fear so they can continue to short crypto. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the ETH, the Ethereum ETF. Is it time to buy Ethereum ahead of the ETF decision? Because there's a lot of FUD in the media now that the Ethereum ETFs are not going to be approved. And the price of Ethereum had been lagging, although today it's up pretty well because I think some people know something's going to be happening with Ethereum. But if we look at the ETH BTC trading pair on the daily, you'll see that it was still going down. But there's been a reversal today, that big green candle today. I think it has reached its low at 15.4%, and we're going to see ETH outperform Bitcoin from here. And there's going to be a rotation from Bitcoin into ETH, like Michael Vanderpop said last weekend. We were talking about that video of his, that he is now firmly in the belief that we're in the start of the altcoin season. We are going to see not only this ETH Bitcoin trading pair turnaround. Actually, that's the ETH dominance. Here's the ETH Bitcoin trading pair. Is this one? The ETH dominance is 15%, and the ETH Bitcoin trading pair hit 4.5%. So this is turning around. So this could be the beginnings of altcoin season. And Michelle he's so confident in it. He said he sold almost all of his Bitcoin and was buying into alts, so that then he can sell his alts at the top of the bull market back into Bitcoin, and he thinks he can double the amount of Bitcoin by this move. So that's how he's playing it, which is kind of interesting. Here's the Doge BTC. And it's been relatively level here for the last 3 weeks. It's been relatively level, but I think we're going to see what we saw back here at the end of March, back up over this 30 line for Doge versus BTC. And then someday there's going to be a big spike. When Doge goes crazy, we're going to see that. We will see that play out. Hit the like button, Ron says. He likes his button. FTX, not real money. Should have bought Doge. Tom Brady. Yeah. And true, there is no evidence that Doge will skyrocket. Everything is speculation. And you are right. Everything is speculation. Again, we're just looking at the past and what has happened with Doge in the past. And there's no guarantees it will happen again. But there, yes, is a lot of speculation. What's my opinion on Bitcoin? Do you think we can hit around 40K? Nope. Bitcoin is not going to be dipping to 40K. I don't see it. I see Bitcoin now going back up to 69 and then maybe dipping down somewhere into the low to mid 60s again. And that's it. And it's going to be choppiness through the summer. Unless there's like some World War III or some huge black swan event like that, that's just going to cause all of this fear in the markets, you're not going to see that. Joshua's playing some golf. Enjoy your golf game. Tedward, how are you? Holding a good amount of Dogecoin. You have a buy order set for 13 cents. I don't know if we're going to see the 13s again for Doge. Bankston's in the house. How are you, sir? Good evening. Doge is where the party's at. That is for sure, Eric. So Flipper asks, if the ETFs can't buy anything but BTC, how does new money get to the alts? Well, the new money is going to be those new people coming into crypto who don't care about the ETFs. They want to buy the actual crypto. They go onto Robinhood, they go onto Coinbase, and they buy Dogecoin, and they buy Ethereum, and they buy the other alts. That's where the new money will come in. And a lot of it will be Dogecoin when Doge, again, like we saw back in 2021, when Doge is out there in the news. And there's something, again, speculation, yes. But if Doge is in the news, you're going to get new people coming into crypto buying Dogecoin. That's the new money we're waiting for. And that's when Doge goes crazy. Imagine Doge 10 years from now. Who knows, Jason? Who knows? Brett, actually, I saw Brett actually moved up. Into page 2. There it is right there. You can't see it because it's behind my head. There it is. There's Brett. So Brett has moved up to 190th. So yeah, I kind of thought Brett was just going to start fading out and it got a second life here and it's moving back up. So again, all memes, more meme stuff going on. But yeah, Brett, I did see that. I don't own any and don't plan on buying any. I'm good with, again, the memes I own are Doge, Sheeb, and Bonk. Those are the 3 I own. I'm not buying any others. Ryan's a member. If you're a member, you get your name in green in the chat and you get to use all the cool Doge emojis. Tim says good times. Each cycle less exciting. I mean, Dogecoin in April of 2021, there was nothing. There's no way we could repeat that. Kriss says, we shall see. But that was crazy. End of January and then late April. Those 2 things. Oh, that was crazy. Neil says we got green candles, so Doge is alive. Yes, Doge is alive. We had some more votes for dead though in the poll. Frank says Doge makes sense and only costs cents to invest in, proving people decide what's actual currency. Yeah. Doge at $1 makes sense. Sure does. There'll be a lot of selling up there, though. By the end of 24, with Trump back as president, introduction of an Ethereum ETF, the market is poised to skyrocket, leading to the peak of a bull market. And that's what I'm betting on, all of that. Exactly. And then I'll be layering out, taking my profits. Nice. And hey, we will be in it together all the way. So stay tuned to the Kriss Pax channel. Stay tuned. We're doing this together, guys. And I mean, since last summer, God, that summer was tough. It was tough. Doge was down at 6 cents and was dipping into the 5s. That was bear as bear can be. It was tough. But what did I say? I said, guys, this is the time. This is the time to be accumulating, to be buying. And that's when I started this Kriss Pax portfolio. And that's when we were buying this Dogecoin in the upper 5s and low 6s. So we got all this Doge at that price. I was also buying Doge for my own personal portfolio as well, scooping up a lot of Doge at that price. So my whole portfolio, including all of the Dogecoin I bought over the past couple months, up at 13 and 17 cents, is still only 6.5 cents for my whole portfolio. So yeah, up 150% overall, not bad, but it can be better. So be patient and wait. Bitcoin's going to go up. I mean, we've seen the charts, right? We've seen the charts. Bitcoin breaking out of the bull flag, coming up at least to 86K, many calling for 100, 200, even crazier numbers. My target is 200. that I've shown on my charts. That's my target. In 2025, we would see Bitcoin up at $200,000. That's 3 times where the price is now. If Dogecoin traded that same amount, it would still be less than 50 cents. Now, do you think Dogecoin is only going to get to 50 cents, or do you think Dogecoin is going to go higher? That's why my bags are more packed in Dogecoin, because I think Doge is going to outperform Bitcoin. From here, we're going to see Doge outperform Bitcoin. Bitcoin 3x here gets you to 200K. Dogecoin 3x from here, and Doge isn't even 50 cents. And we think Doge is going to go much higher. So we will be watching this Dogecoin Bitcoin trading pair. Go back to the daily. And we will see this skyrocket. If you go to the weekly, you will see what happened in the past with the craziness of Doge versus BTC. This is the Doge BTC trading pair and what happened back in 2021 here. And then this is when Elon bought Twitter, was this big green candle there in the Doge BTC trading pair. So it's one of those big green candles we're going to see, I think, sometime in the future. And when that happens, that's when we'll start thinking about taking some profits. Until then, again, I don't think Doge is just going to follow BTC. I think Doge is going to outperform BTC and keep moving up. But we'll continue to watch it together. That's what we do. As Doge is still trading up. Yeah, Christian, that FFIE stock, that Faraday thing was all in the news this week. Craziness for those that got in and chased those things. It just kept going up. Craziness. I did not buy any. We're all in this together, Ryan is singing. Let us know when the time comes. I will. We'll again, I tell you guys everything I do here. Just no reason to hide it. There were some people in the comments saying, Kriss is going to dump on you guys and he's going to lie. And it's just like, me selling some crypto will have no effect on you guys or the market. I'm not a huge whale. And I've already told you, I'm not going to dump, $2 million of Dogecoin in one sale. I'm not going to do that. So I have no dump on you guys. I'm not going to dump on you guys. And some of you guys will probably say, what are you selling now for? Because I'm going to start skimming some profits when even I believe Doge is even going to go higher. So we'll see. ZEC I haven't followed in a long time. It's an older crypto. Hey, Tim. Can Doge break $1? It's going to be so hard. There's going to be so much selling. It's going to be really hard. There would just have to be such huge momentum for Doge to get over $1. But it could. You don't know. Prajwal, thank you for great insights on crypto. Happy weekend, everyone. Happy weekend to you as well. Hope you're enjoying it so far. I'm having a little beverage myself. Doge in the top 3, definitely. Jason and Ryan say. And I should probably do another one of those videos, right? Of I do a little Photoshop work on the coin market cap chart and show Dogecoin at $1. And it fits right in here. Right at number 3, Dogecoin at $1. I'm going to do that again. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Do a little Photoshop there and put Dogecoin in at $1 here. And again, it's like, it makes sense to me. You got Bitcoin, you got ETH, and you got Doge at $1 right there, third largest. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Look for that. This Doge just keeps moving up on this Friday afternoon, Friday evening, wherever you are. I'm here in Boston, having fun. Got a big hockey game tonight with the Boston Bruins. See if they can hold on in the playoffs. Although I watch more basketball, but now it's like hockey in the playoffs. You probably have to watch that. Hassan thinks $2. $2 would be sweet. I'll take that. Let's get to $1 first. Also wanted to touch on a couple other things that are going on just because it's crazy times. Memes, right? We were talking about memes. We had GameStop and AMC this week. But all this year, it has just been crazy the amount of money that have gone into all of these other meme tokens that are being built initially on Ethereum, this ERC20, and since 2021, there's been on a Binance Smart Chain, a huge number of tokens, but more and more are being built on other chains, particularly Solana, and that's where we've seen some of the biggest gainers over the past couple months have been these memes built up on Solana. I don't do any of this. This isn't me. I'm not a degen like some of you guys buying this stuff. Because for every 2 of them that pump, there's 98 of them that don't, right? So it's risky. You don't know which of the memes is going to take off and what's going to become the next whiff or bonk. You don't know. Or even Brett, right? You don't. People who bought in Brett early, are they smart or are they lucky? I don't know. But then we had this thing called pump.fun. And this is where the craziness comes, because meme coin marketplace pump.fun was attacked by a former team member, resulting in halted trading, users unable to liquidate their tokens, and the platform losing $1.9 million. Despite this episode, the meme coin sector on Solana stood firmly, with tokens making 2-digit leaps on pump.fun. We had Doge Boy and Pepe Trump, Find Me, although Find Me was coming down from a high before. We have Upside Down Cat, Chippy, Meneki, MAGA VP, Lola Cat, Solardi, the Costco hot dog, right? All of these just craziness. But of course, here's a list of 10 of them, right? There are hundreds of others that are all red, that are negative, that had an initial pump and then just dumped. So you got to be careful with this stuff. But people just still buying these things on this platform, even though there was a hack on the platform. I know, don't they sound like trash? But people are making money. I mean, 220% on Doge Boy. Up 220%. Somebody made money. Somebody's making money on this stuff. But then, like I said, if you look at the platform as a whole, this is a small percentage, and all the other ones are in the red. But that's what's happening out there. And like I said last weekend, a lot of this activity, I think, takes away from Dogecoin, the OG meme coin, because you get all of this money chasing all these other tokens on all these other platforms when it could just be going into Doge. We'll see that eventually everyone will be like, yeah, okay, it's time for Dogecoin now. And when that happens, when Doge starts moving, and then you see all these other, DeFi token plays, they'll be cashing out and buying Doge. And that could lead to more exponential gains for Dogecoin. But that's crazy. I think some people were voting Doge is dead just to be funny. And they don't actually believe it, right? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that I don't necessarily agree with that poll there. All right, get some more votes for alive. There we go. Or 90%. Okay. We'll close it there, right? We'll go with that. Oh, it rounded it down to 89. It said 90 on my screen. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, that 35% line, Dennis, is going to be really key for Dogecoin. And let me show you guys why on the weekly chart. That goes all the way back to April of 2022, which is right there, right above my head. That is after Dogecoin had that big sell-off because it was getting shorted all to hell through the end of 2021 and into 2022. But then Doge turned around and traded up. And when it traded back up on its own, it came up to 35 cents. Now, where was that? I'm sorry, that's right here. I'm sorry. 2021. It was that sell-off there in 2021. And then late 2021 traded up to 35 cents. So that 35-cent line is big, big resistance line right there. If Doge can trade up above that, then, the next stop is its previous all-time high. There's nothing, you could look at that April 21st thing up to or April 16th, when it traded up to 42 and then retraced. So there might be some kind of smaller resistance line there, but on the weekly, it really doesn't show up. Again, that was now 3 years ago. So that's what we're talking about. We're looking 3 years back at those price levels. But that's what we'll be looking at once we get out of the teens here. So we get up in the 20s, and then we'll start setting our target for the 35-cent range there. That's what we'll be looking at. Meanwhile, ETH over 3,000 again, and it's holding strong. So a couple of big pumps here last night and this morning, bringing it up. We had Algorand up over 18 cents, but yeah, a little bit of downward action on Algo now, and then Solana again came up to 167 and now going sideways here for the day. Solana's just going to keep doing well. I don't know. Frank says, invest in Dogecoin, make a small profit. If it pumps and makes a big profit, you'll wish you had bought more. Yeah, and people do have that attitude. I'm like, I have what I have, right? That's the decision I made. The best decision at the time. Astro said Doge could be up to $20 integrated in X. Yeah, I don't. Some years in the future, maybe, but not initially. It just can't go up that high. But in the future, sure. Anything is possible if we break 35 cents. Yeah, Ryan says, let's stay grounded here. Yeah, 20 would be, I mean, there'd just be so much profit taking and shorting going on with Doge, $2. So yeah, keeping it real. I don't know, Astro, $20. But over time, who knows? And if it's fully integrated into X and like everyone is buying Doge to use it on X, that's a different story. But I don't know if X is going to get there. I think at a minimum, Elon will have it somewhat with X, but it's not going to be the full integration. But we'll see. He believes in it for transactions. He said it. So you'd be stoked on 20 cents right now, right? Got to get there first. Seems to me it's going to go between $1.30 to $2. Yeah, and what's going to be the on-ramping of fiat? I mean, X would certainly, well, in the current environment with the SEC the way it is, the banks that are supporting that fiat on-ramp could be challenged. I guess Circle will be involved, right? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how that's going to play out. But how they set that up for you to on-ramp your money, right? Get your money onto the X platform. Because Elon has said with X payments, once you get your money on there, you don't even need a bank. You can do everything you need to do on X. But people are going to want to off-ramp too. Particularly if they're doing things on X to make money, like you're selling things, right? Some people will be selling things in a, some kind of shops that will be set up there, and they'll want to be able to get money off of it. And the banks that support Elon are the ones that are going to have the targets on their back, right? The US government. At least in the current administration that we have now. So I don't know, we'll see. Doge Army holding their Doge, going to make all those short sellers have to eat their shorts. Well, again, there's a lot of short sellers making money right now on GameStop and AMC. Let's see how those are doing after market. Yeah, GameStop even lower, now 21.25. Not good. AMC is actually holding even at 440 after market, but GameStop is just not doing well. That's pretty tough there for GameStop. Down 20% for the day, now down over 5% in aftermarket, just about to dip below $21. Before this whole thing happened, GameStop was at like $16, $17 last Friday, a week ago. It was trading at $16, $17. And then we had Roaring Kitty show up, and we had this crazy price boom up. And now it's almost all the way back down where it was. Well, with 23 million more shares now because of the offering. So there is that too. Nothing else really moving in my watch list after hours. Just GameStop. It's the only one, and it's going down now. $20.93. It's just continuing to be sold off after hours. Not good. Poor Roaring Kitty. Hey, he had a fun week, but you never know what will happen though going forward. Yeah, and what about the competitors? What would like Facebook do, right? Or Meta, right? What are they going to do with their threads? Or are they going to try and integrate some money onto it as well? Because so far we've seen they steal just about everything else that Elon does on X into their threads thing. Who uses threads? It's like, really? I don't know about that. I used Instagram for a while, but that was like 8 or 9 years ago or something. Fun while it lasted, but never followed through with it. So, right. If you buy a lot of Dogecoin, you'll have a lot of money. Nope. Dogecoin is the money. That's right. Dogecoin is the money. The hit there. I have a feeling Elon won't allow crypto for Tesla until after X payments. I want people to use X payments to buy Tesla. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe he'll accept Doge only if you're making that transaction for Tesla cars through X. I hadn't thought of that before. That could be. I mean, he could do that, right? He could do that. Yeah, you can use Dogecoin, but you got to pay for it through X. Hey, Brad, welcome. We're having fun here talking about Dogecoin. Do you think Dogecoin is dead or alive? You missed the poll. We had a poll last hour. Let us know, Brad. What do you think? Is Dogecoin dead or is Dogecoin alive? See what you think. Overall, still, I mean, crypto's still pretty much in the green here. The only things in the red, we got a little bit of unCoin. Guess what's happening, by the way, with unCoin? unCoin is trading down. Dogecoin is catching back up to unCoin in market cap. unCoin is number 8, Doge is 9. Doge is within $500 million now. Catching up, because Dogecoin is up 8.5% over the past 7 days. unCoin is down 1.2%. So if that trend continues, unCoin continues down and Doge continues up, Doge is going to leap over unCoin and be back up at number 8. We could see this happening easily. There's a lot of profit taking going on with Ton because it just went on a big run. So yeah, profit taking going on Ton, but not with Doge. Doge moving up. We'll see Doge up to number 8. Any recent updates on money transmitter licenses? The beginning of the week, they got number 27, was it? I don't remember. They're over halfway. Over halfway. Elon said this summer he's planning on having them all, and that's when X payments will launch. If Dogecoin is dead, you consider me Miles Davis. I will never call you that, Jason. I will never call you that. Let's see. If we go into X and we type in money transmitter license, what comes up? Oklahoma, Ripple. Here we go. Tesla Doge. He said this on Monday that Tesla now has 26 states. That was the update. 26 states now. Looks like Arizona. Or maybe this is alphabetical. Yeah, I don't know this chart, but yeah, that's what that is. So yeah, over half for X payments. Yeah, and what does X payments look like? Are they doing anything yet? They're up to 134,000 followers, and it's just empty still. Just waiting. So it's all set up. Just waiting for those money transmitter licenses. Dogecoin is the word. Hey, Samuels, wondering if I should max out a credit card on Doge. I can't tell you what to do, man, but using credit to buy crypto, not a smart move. I wouldn't do it. And even I believe crypto is going to go up. I firmly believe crypto is going up this fall. But you just don't chance it with credit cards. You just don't chance it. Just on the off chance something bad happens, you don't want to risk that. I've waited 4 to 5 years. I can wait another couple months. Yep. From 2021 to now, well, it's about almost 3.5 years for me. So yeah, another half year and we'll start talking about taking profits. What do you want to know? What do you want to know about Kriss? Other than I'm a boomer, own a lot of crypto and some stocks. Got a 401k plan too, so my retirement it's in good shape. And I'm still working as an architect, so I still work Monday through Friday. But the job is good because it's my safety net. I get good benefits there, healthcare coverage, vacations. Again, went to Florida in April, went to Italy in March. So we do go on vacations. Don't have anything planned for the summer except for some weekends. Gonna go down to New York City one weekend and probably going to go out to Western Massachusetts to Tanglewood for symphony. We do that every summer. So probably do that maybe sometime in August. And then I already have my September vacation planned for Orlando and Universal Studios. So yeah, I'm a planner. I plan these things out. I also have a bunch of concert tickets for concerts coming up this fall, from Electric Light Orchestra to 21 Pilots to the reformed King Crimson band called Beat. I have those tickets already bought. So I do like to listen to good music too. So anything else you want to know? Ask away. Ask away. Holler at me when you come to New York. Are you in the city, Charles? Our friends live on the Upper West Side. So we're always hanging out somewhere Upper West Side in the 70s or 80s near Broadway and West End Ave. That's usually where we are whenever we come into the city. Yeah, because our friends just had their second baby, and we haven't seen the little girl yet. So we got to go see that baby. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, all good concerts, all good stuff. Boston always gets good concerts up here. Good venues, from small venues to big venues. Of course, ELO and 21 Pilots are playing in the TD Garden. I mean, 21 Pilots in the TD Garden. That's gonna be awesome. So, ELO, Strange Magic. Yeah. Yeah, and those are all going to be in the fall, and it's like, what am I doing? I'm like, do I watch the crypto charts at the concerts? No. What does my family think about crypto? Good question. They tolerate me, is what they do. They tolerate me. They let me do this stuff, right? And they know I'm a little crazy in this. And I always have like the charts up on the computers in the house, right? So they always see the charts and they're just like, oh, that's Kriss again, just doing his thing, right? But it'll pay off. It's all going to pay off. So I think they're starting to learn a little about crypto too, though. They talk about it enough. Thumbs up, the likes, everybody. Joe, thanks for the reminder. Everybody hit the like button. Appreciate that. Then he says, yeah, they think you're crazy. I think they thought I was crazy a couple years ago, and now I think they get it a little more. So they've learned a bit. Frank says, I got a friend in a Robinhood a while back. He put in $5K from his credit card. He tried to cash out same day. Robinhood sent him a warning letter about trade trading. Yeah. Yeah. Robinhood and Webull don't like day trading. They give you 3 day trades in some period of time. I don't remember what it is. And on Webull, I just did 2 of my day trades the other day with AMC because I knew I had 3. And I got the warnings, but I knew I could do a couple, and it was worth doing just to give me a little extra, right? I got a little extra out of it by doing that. XCN, I don't have a position in XCN. Nope. Bilbo, after you've taken profit and the bull market is over, will you go through the cycle 4 years from now, or are you done? Well, I won't be totally done because I will still own some Bitcoin and Doge that I will just carry through. But late 2026, I will be looking to start buying back in. Still a believer in the 4-year cycles. So late 2026 into 2027, depending on what's going on, whatever I haven't put into real estate in 2025 will go back into crypto probably. Yes. During that time, whatever I pick up through my side businesses, I'll be putting into whatever savings accounts are giving the most percentage. I doubt Robinhood Gold will be giving 5% in the bear market. It won't happen. That'll go away. Or maybe they'll still have it, but won't be 5 anymore. It'll be down to 2 or 1, something like that. And same with Coinbase with their USDC. They're giving out 5.2% right now. Guaranteed in 2026, it will not be 5.2. It won't be. Because they can't make money off of it somewhere else if there's a bear market going on. So that will also go down. But I'll put it where I can to get the most interest during the bear market. And then I'll be biding my time and waiting until entry points back into crypto. Now, if there's some super cycle and Bitcoin doesn't see a big drop, well, that'll be interesting, won't it? That'll be interesting to see. Nothing's guaranteed, but I'm still playing the 4-year markets as if they're going to continue as 4-year markets, the 4-year cycle. It just, until that changes, you're in upstate New York. Yeah, I don't get out to Queens. Upstate New York is beautiful. I'm probably actually going to be going to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, maybe late August or early September. Might be taking a trip there. So yeah, I love that area. It's beautiful, except in the middle of winter. But we're targeting a weekend trip to Albany and Cooperstown. You're welcome. From Russia. What do you think about our country and relations between USA and Russia? Well, if you didn't see the Tucker Carlson interview with Vladimir Putin, that told me everything I needed to hear, because I thought that was a pretty honest conversation between an American and a Russian there. And it told me everything I need to know. It's, there's politics that goes on, obviously, and I don't want to get into politics on this channel at all. But I do think that there's a lot of misconceptions about the Russians that the media continues to portray, and I think Tucker Carlson was able to weave a conversation through that to get some honest discussion going on. Do I believe everything that Putin said? Probably not. There's probably some things there that were a little political. But overall, American people are generally good people. Russian people are generally good people. This stuff goes on, though, with the elites, politicians play these games. And I'm just like, I don't think we need all that. But I get it. I get the position that they're in. I mean, we don't even know on the Russians, like, how accessible is cryptocurrency buying and trading, because we don't hear that on this end for Russia. Like, what kind of exchanges do you have? How easy it is to invest in crypto? I'd love to hear that from you, because we don't hear that kind of thing from anybody else of access to crypto. So that would be interesting to hear from you. So I have a question for you. Yes. Is how easy is it to buy crypto in Russia? Kriss is the Doge father of his family, and you're the Doge father of yours. Exactly. Exactly. Pi cycle top indicator. Again, it's a it's a moving average, right? The moving average will go up when price goes up, and eventually it'll hit a point where some believe that will be the so-called top, and people will start taking profits there. Doesn't surprise me. That's how moving averages work. When the price meets a moving average that is up high, could be a signal. If we're considering Dogecoin trends up gradually, what USD values are going to reach after 6 months, 1 year, and 3 years? Well, I'm going to talk about 3 years because there's nothing to talk about, right? So much can happen. But in 6 months, that's when we're going to be keying in on Doge. In 6 months, that's going to be the key, right? We're right in the middle of the fall. Did X Payments get all their money transmitter licenses? And is Dogecoin being used on the platform? And that's going to tell it all for Dogecoin. Either Dogecoin is going to be at 25 or 30 cents, or it's going to be at $1. I'll give it those two, right? No X payments. Dogecoin's probably trading between 25 and 30 cents. But if we have X and some integration of Doge in some way, Doge is a lot higher than 30 cents. And it's going to depend on that. And I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. But that would be the general trend for Doge would be it probably won't double in price without some kind of catalyst of its own. Just like, I mean, Bitcoin at 66,000. If Bitcoin doubles, it's $130,000 for a Bitcoin. And you think, wow, that's pretty good for Bitcoin, right? But then you look at Dogecoin at 15 cents, you're like, it doubles, it's 30 cents. And you're like, that doesn't sound so good, does it? Just 30-cent Dogecoin, where you had 130,000 Bitcoin sounds pretty good. But it's the same percentage from here. So think about that. That the expectations on Doge are just so much higher. They're so much higher. Do I think the bull market will be less intense? It could be, but right now, a lot of the analysts that I follow on X are comparing this early bull run more like what happened in 2017 than what happened in 2021. And that was big. So we could see a big run on crypto. You're only about a half hour from Cooperstown. That's funny. Oh, might be in your neighborhood. We haven't decided yet. Denver Game 7. Low roller, welcome. That is going to be a great game. After what just happened with the Minnesota blowout, that's going to be good. Yeah, Tedward, I took it through politics and went back to crypto. Exactly. And what does he say? He says there's no problem buying it in Russia. Bybit and OKX and other platforms in Russia. Very good. All right. I've never heard that on what platforms you can use in Russia. So you've got Bybit and OKX. Very good. Well, those are good international platforms and good liquidity. That's awesome. Good luck. Well, good luck to all of us too. I think we should all make a lot of money in crypto. We should all make money. GameStop stock. We were watching that earlier. I know you just joined us probably, but it's not looking good. So this is looking from last week. GameStop was down here at 18. Before Roaring Kitty made a post on X, GameStop was $18. So that first day it spiked up to almost $40. And of course, the second day all the way up to $64. And now it's just come all the way back down. And now we're trading $21 after market. It's almost back where it was before all of this happened. And there's 23 million more shares because of the share offering. So I think the stock is just going to continue down here, and we're not going to see a big run, mostly because of the dilution and all those additional shares, coming in. And it's getting shorted to hell, of course. This whole way down, the hedge funds were making money shorting it. It just doesn't have the retail power behind it that we saw back in 2021. So I don't know. It doesn't look like it. But this could be early, so we don't know. Ryan wants to know what our Russian friend thinks of Putin. Low Roller wants to know if you saw the Tucker Carlson interview. And he said grocery is cheaper in Russia. I did. I watched both the interview and the follow-up video where Tucker was going around to the grocery stores and looking at prices. My take on that was, yeah, from an American point of view, those prices were cheap. But I think from an average Russian point of view, from what I know, that was kind of expensive. And there were some people, we were talking about it on a live stream at the time, and there were other people who were agreeing with me, saying that, yeah, that was pretty expensive for the average Russian. It's different there. But yeah, and I'd also love to hear an Americanized version of your name here, because I don't know what to call you. Anpa? I don't know how to see. I would try and make an English pronunciation of your name of Anpa Axma or something. I don't know what to call you. Could just call you A and just leave it at that. Hey, Subway, I think I'm going to sell all my Doge on the next leg up and rotate into low cap gaming. My goal is 2 million after taxes. The low cap gaming, interesting. I'm into like IMX. I mean, that's the big one. And of course, Avalanche. But my IMX is, I'm way up on my IMX. And that's the gaming play that I made. My average is, 90 cents. This is my average here on IMX. And it's trading now back up to 240. It was up at 350. It'll get back up and go higher, I think, on IMX. And then Avalanche, my average is 16 and it's trading 36. So 2x up. Hold on just a second. There's a fire engine stopping outside. There's another fire engine thing going on here. They're going next door. Hope everything's okay. Hope everything's okay. What's up, Bull Run? I name dropped you earlier with your Pepe. Because your Pepe did better than our Dogecoin did. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Interpret. We're just hanging out. We had a poll earlier. Is Dogecoin dead or alive? And 90% said alive. But there were some dead voters in the chat here, which I couldn't believe. But I thought it would be 99. There'd be like one vote. There'd be one vote that would say dead. Instead, there were 10. It's just, okay, 89, fine. It rounded down. And Bitcoin's not dead either. Still up over 66K, just kind of hanging out, going sideways here for Bitcoin. For Dogecoin, still following my white line up. As predicted, guys. Still going up. So yeah, we will see. Bags loaded, Sci-Fi Guy says. Doge Elon Mars. Wow, I don't hear much about that, Lucio. Doge Elon Mars. What is going on with Doge Elon Mars? I have no idea. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Probably since the last time you asked, actually. $0.00002. See what that looks like on the daily. Again, yeah, big pump in March, and then it's just sold off almost all the way down where it was in February. That was a big drop. Because Dogecoin was at 8 cents in February, went up to 22, and is now at 15. Doge Elon Mars almost practically dropped all the way back down to where it was in February. So that's not great. That's not great. But it's starting to do a little climb here. So yeah, it looks like yesterday there was some kind of pump that happened with it. Somebody bought a bunch of it, pumped the price up. So yeah, it might be coming back to life. If somebody wanted to throw some money at this, might do okay. There could be some big upside here. Personally, I'm not going to buy any of this. But yeah, that looks like it's starting to wake up again, and we could see a pump in that. Yeah, I'm surprised it's still alive too. I made on my Pepe more than I made on most of any cryptos. Yeah, that's what I said earlier in the stream. I said, yeah, bull run, made a lot on Pepe, more than anything else. I know, it's awesome. Yes, I saw the bill pass the House and Senate. And what's Biden going to do? Is he going to veto it, or is he going to sign it? What does he care? Does he care about the crypto vote? I'm guessing no. I'm guessing he vetoes it. That's my guess. And he's going to side with the banks, the SEC. That's my guess. But we'll see. Yeah, we showed the crypto market cap here of Doge and Toncoin. We're within 500 million. Doge up 8% over the week. Toncoin down 2%. So Toncoin continues down, Doge continues up, and we'll see Doge back at number 8. Doge will be back up to number 8. We could see that happen. Yes. One day Doge will be a big deal. We will miss these days. I mean, I show the 6 cent Doge here, the average right here of 6 cent Doge, and it just looks better and better every day that we got all this Doge at 6 cents. That doesn't mean you can't. That doesn't mean you can't make money now buying Doge at 15, because it goes up to 30, you've doubled your money. But last summer, we were buying at 6 cents. What Bilbo asks, just go on to X Twitter and do a search under, it's the House Bill 958, if I recall. Is it 958? Yes, House Bill 958. See, I remember the number. Just do House Bill 958, HB 958, Bilbo. And then you'll get the, I think it's 958. Oh, no, that's a different number. Let's see, let's instead do House Crypto Bill. That was a different number. The House passed a bill that overturns controversial SEC guidance that discourages banks from custodying crypto. So that's what it's about. Banks want to be able to have Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and the SEC says they can't. And so this bill will basically be a law that will allow the banks to be able to hold Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency on their balance sheet. That's what this is. And I don't know what the number is. I thought it was 958, but I was wrong. Fit 21, the so-called Fit 21 legislation. But there's a number for it. I don't see the number. Anyway, just do that search and you can read up on it yourself on X. George doesn't like Toncoin. I don't not like it. I just don't. I don't do anything with Telegram, and I don't trust Telegram. I mean, there's so many scams and things on Telegram, within crypto that happens. But there's so many people worldwide that use Telegram that if they have a use of a blockchain for like so many people, I can see it doing well. It's just not something I would use. And I mean, we were watching Toncoin as it marched up the coin market cap, and every time I saw it go up higher, I was just like, what's this Toncoin? And then started looking into it, and it was Telegram. I never thought it would be a top 10 coin. No way. Shows you what I know, right? Doge. Do only good every day. Ryan thinks that he won't veto. I think he will. Sci-fi guy hanging out in Monterey, having a drink. Cheers. I love Monterey. Been there a few times. Hoge is still alive. Yes. Hoge is still alive. You've been using MEXC and you're going to play leverage. All right. Good luck. Good luck with your trading. If AMC stock $2 per share, are you rebuying? Nope, I'm not. I've taken half my profits already and I put it in Coinbase and MicroStrategy. And I'm just doing that play for the next year. I still have half, which was that second round that I sold on Webull, and I've got to wait. Today was the second day because otherwise it would be called a wash trade, and you're only allowed 3 of them, and I already did 2. So no, I'm not going to rebuy AMC. I'm just going back into a longer play. Well, my AMC ended up being a long play, right? When it fell below $10 and I got it at $9. This was like early last fall. I thought I had the deal of a lifetime. Wow, AMC at $9. Not knowing it would drop below 3. So when it went back up over 9, I was like, I'm gonna sell. And I told you guys on Monday's live stream, I said, if it goes over $10, I'm selling. And I woke up the next morning, it was at over 12. Pre-market was over 12. It's like, I'm selling this. It was a good move. That was a good move selling at $12. $12.66 is the price I got. And then I did another swing trade from 11 back up to 12. And it's like, so glad it hit my sell price at 12 again, because it just dumped after that. If I became so rich from Dogecoin, I'll buy Real Madrid. That would have to be a lot of Doge, though. That would be a lot of Doge. I do not know what ALVI is. Is it a crypto or is it a stock? I don't know what ALVI is. Yeah, nothing comes up on crypto assets for ALVI. So yeah, I don't know what that is. Crypto being more mainstream means crypto is lobbied for. That's true. I mean, the United States still has a big pull on what happens with the crypto markets, even though crypto is traded worldwide. But it's done okay without it so far. Oh, it's a stock. Yeah, I don't know what that is. You're in Texas. Mexi with VPN is the only place I can get some cryptos. We'll be sad once KYC arrives there. Yep, it will. Yeah, I don't use Mexi. They've contacted me and they wanted me to be a sponsor, or they wanted to sponsor me, and I was just like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Can you tell me one simple answer? Why are we expecting 7 to 10x in the near term? Is it solely because it's following Bitcoin? No, it'll only do a 2x, 3x at the most because of Bitcoin. The 7 to 10x would be Tesla, X payments, some other Dogecoin catalyst like that. That's what we're talking about for Dogecoin. And then I think Dogecoin is going to outperform Bitcoin through the rest of this year because of some integration that's going to happen. That's what we're going to see. So that's why I am so bullish on Dogecoin, is that, again, just like I said, Bitcoin's at 66,000. If it doubles in price, then it would be 132,000 for Bitcoin. And everybody would be like, wow, that would be awesome price, right? But Dogecoin doubles from 15 to 30 cents. And you're like, only 30 cents? That doesn't sound like enough for Dogecoin. I would be happy with that. Would you be happy with 30-cent Dogecoin? But yet 130,000 Bitcoin sounds pretty good. That's the difference. Who is Dogecoin's #1 enemy? That's a good question. Never thought of that. Elizabeth Warren. I'll just say Elizabeth Warren. And she's my senator because I'm here in Massachusetts. I like John Dean. I think he's awesome, and I'll vote for John Dean. But Warren's probably going to win again. That's what most of the voters here do. They just vote the same person in every time. Just vote them in. Oh, Barry Silbert. Yeah, Barry Silbert. I haven't looked at Barry lately. What's he up to? Barry Silbert. See what he's up to. There are a lot of Barry Silbert fans. Alex Jones is mad about something dealing with Barry Silbert. Barry Silbert has scrubbed all references of Digital Currency Group, Grayscale, and Genesis from his bio. Yeah, because guess what happened to old Barry Silbert, right? He made a lot of money off Dogecoin, but he lost it all on this mess. Let's see what his profile looks like now. Haven't looked at him for a while. Well, now he says that he was the founder of DCG, parent of Grayscale. He's still posting. Yeah, Digital Currency Group. He's still involved with it somehow. But I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he hasn't posted that much. He's doing a lot of reposts. Repost, 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 repost. That's boring. Who wants to see a bunch of reposts? Got to go to my account. You've got to see all my mashups I did with all the Roaring Kitty videos. That's what you got to watch. Is I strung a bunch of them together and did some mashups with them. That was a lot of fun. So you can check those out on my channel. The Roaring Kitty mashup videos. That's what I've been doing. Having a little fun with that. I'm at Kriss on X Twitter. If you guys want to check me out, give me a follow. Roaring Kitty. Alvi hit $1,100 a share in 2021. It's at 59 cents now. Oh, I definitely wouldn't touch it if that's the deal. Oh my God. That sounds like what happened to Workhorse when it was like at $35 and it went all the way down to 22 cents. It's like, no, I already lived that. If we follow the 2017 crypto cycle, Dogecoin will hit the top. Yeah, like end of December of 2025. Yeah, and I said earlier on the stream, Low Roller, that there's a lot of analysts on X that are looking at this cycle being more of a mirror to what happened in 2017 as opposed to 2021. Although a little bit accelerated because of the Bitcoin spot ETFs. So interesting. Yeah, was there a reverse split? Could have been. Workhorse didn't do a reverse split. It just tanked. It got shorted all to hell and it tanked. Yeah, Barry Silbert. Dogecoin needs to create a charitable donation site that only accepts Doge. Right now, it's all done privately, and there are a lot of fundraisers that still happen with Doge, but it's not done on typically not done on a site like that. Yeah, sometimes I go days without tweeting anything, but then sometimes I start tweeting a lot. I'm not very consistent at it. I'm not one of those. I mean, I'm not monetized there, so I'm not making any money there, like a bunch of other people who just tweet for views. Like, remember Matt Wallace, right? Well, that's how he's making all of his money now, because he's just shit posting on. He's basically stealing what other people are posting that it's popular and then making it his own. That's essentially what he's doing. Whatever the latest controversy is, whatever will get him the most views, he will post. That's what he does now. It's sickening. Every once in a while, I'll see him when I go into the, when I hit home and instead of following, I hit the For You. I hit that. And then every once in a while, one of his things shows up when I hit for you. And then there'll be this Matt Wallace thing. And I'll be like, oh God. I don't even want to click it. It's just like not interested. Tom Crown I follow though. Tom's great. And of course, MyDoge wallet. Yes, you can pay for your next Uber ride in Dogecoin. They've got a whole gift card section now on the MyDoge wallet app. So yes, more and more you can use MyDoge wallet. You can use your Dogecoin. So if you guys don't already have MyDoge wallet, I highly recommend it. Hold some Doge in it, and you can use it to buy things. And now they have this gift card section on their app. So you can check that out. You can check that out. This is that FFIE stock, this Faraday thing. Dropped all the way down and then just took off. What a big pump and dump that is. I would not touch that. I wouldn't touch that at all. People who FOMO'd in on the top of that, you burnt. You burnt. For me, it's optimized for Matt. Thanks a lot, right? Yeah. The Matt shows up just to annoy me. God. Oh. Yeah, if Doge follows the past pattern, we would see a big run in early 2025 and then another one at the end of the year. Yeah, that one at the end of the year in 2017 was all because of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin went up to 20,000 at the end of 2017. Yep. Permablock on Matt. Yeah, I didn't even want to click on anything. When I see Matt, I don't want to click it. I don't want anything to do with it. All right, gang. Well, you can see Dogecoin is not dead. Dogecoin is alive. And yeah, and I'm going to look at doing a video this weekend on Doge at $1 and what that looks like. And I'll do a little Photoshop thing on CoinMarketCap and show Dogecoin at $1 right there in third place. So look for that. I'll be live again Monday at 5 o'clock, maybe 4:30 again, like I started today a little earlier. And we'll catch up on things going on. And I hope our Russian friend A comes back. I have more questions for him. Crypto-related questions from Russia. Something you can only get here on the Kriss channel. So Dogecoin holding well. We'll see whether it continues to follow my white line, continues to go up. Hopefully it does over the weekend. Hope you are all doing well. Enjoy the hockey, basketball, whatever you're watching. Boston Celtics are off till Tuesday. We'll see who they play, whether it's the Knicks or the Pacers, but all good. Till next time. We'll see you.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.